It's a chilly afternoon here at Brien McMahon High School, and coming up, the 2023 Field Hockey FCIAC semifinals between the number 4 seed Greenwich Cardinals and the number 1 seed Darien Blue Wave. Hello, everyone. I'm Owen Heffron, joined alongside Clara Ambrose and Clara. Of course, two extremely talented teams. What can we expect from this semifinals matchup?
I think both teams have a lot of speed up front and a lot of attacking strength. I think also defensively, both teams are well rounded. So I think it's going to be an incredible game today.
These two teams expect to play their first full game versus one another this season tonight, as their first one was cut short after only 2 quarters, where Darien did pull out the W 2-0 due to inclement weather. So let's take a quick look at our FCIAC sponsors, and we're going to thank all these sponsors for their support throughout this whole tournament, getting these groups of girls playing through. These final 4 left, of course, the winner of these two, or the winner of this game, is going to go on to play Ridgefield or Staples, which will be here on the DAF Media Network at 7. So it's certainly going to be a fun night. Greenwich versus Darien, number 4 versus number 1. Center pass coming up next on the DAF Media Network. Both teams ready now to get us started underway at this neutral site, Brien McMahon High School, home of the Senators. However, unfortunately, they're not playing today, as Allie Jansen will send it back to her squad as Greenwich gets started with the ball.
Sophia Klingbeil is just sending it back to Bernie Thompson here on the left side.
Staying on the near side, looks to go across the middle. Greenwich working up to midfield. Tried to get that one to Jansen. Great defense by number 9, Kate Bogdan. And now Greenwich has it. Strong shot deflected by Allie Meyer.
That was Kate Donnellan coming up on the left side with a reverse hit pass.
Now far side was looking for Caroline White, but just past the stick. So the Cardinals will get the ball. Or excuse me. Oh yeah, Cardinals will get the ball. Like we said, the winner of this game will play the winner of the 2 seed versus the 3 seed, Staples versus Ridgefield, right here tomorrow. That stick went up a little too high. It's going to be Stockdale. Far side going to roll it down.
So that aerial ball was just not high enough over the player, so it looks like the umpire called that dangerous.
Back to Liddell. Going to send it back, play conservative over to Bogdan. Now Meyer. Working her way into the Cardinals' end. Gets it through to Bach. Taken away. And then slapped out of bounds, but great defensive play from what looks like number 10, Bernie Thompson.
Yeah, it looks like Kate Bach was trying to come in on the reverse and get a shot off, but tackled nicely by Bernie Thompson.
Allie Meyer will insert here. Pass Savino's stick. Covered by Liddell. Gets it to Stockdale on the far side. Stockdale tried to get a through ball. Hit off the end. White back to Stockdale. There's one. Attempted to go into the circle. Great stop there from Greenwich. Live Community getting in front of that one. As that one is cleared out by Kate Donnellan. sending Darien all the way back into their own defensive end. Great stop there, taken away by Emilia Arroyo. As now Greenwich has signs of life into the circle. Working near side. Great defensive stop. Attempted to get into the circle, whistle blown.
So you just saw some of that speed up front. You know, I think both teams do have that speed. They're going to try and outrun the other player. You saw the ball that went into space. And hopefully Greenwich was trying to get someone onto that ball.
Strong offensive pressure from both sides so far. And great defensive stops to extinguish the flames. Meyer has some room on the near side. Intended for Wilkes. Stick-to-stick contact. Wilkes and Klingbeil, excuse me.
Blake just looking for Ashley Stockdale in the middle, just a little bit wide.
Darien will be deep in their own end. That one lifted over to Stockdale. Far sideline, surrounded by 3 Cardinals. Was able to keep it with her. Strong pass over to Caroline White. Now over to Kate Bach. Across into the circle, hits off a player's foot. And they're going to say it's off the stick of Blake Wilkes, and she scores. Darien strikes first in the FCIAC semifinals. We'll take another look at it.
Yeah, it looks like that quick transition, and then with that reverse hit pass, just hit a foot. Looks like the umpire just held the whistle, and it went in Darien's favor.
Darien goal scored by number 23, Blake Wilkes.
Great job for the captain to come through and strike first. Scored last year in the FCIAC championship versus Staples, so she knows how to come through in big moments, proving it right there. Stockdale let it go out. Community to insert. Near side, just past Kate Denellen. Dell's gonna try to find someone. High aerial lift there. Caroline White fighting for it. She can't grab it. Is now working around very well. Looks like number 3 Caroline Babb.
Yes, she finds Stella Tybalt over on the left side. She's getting double teamed.
This will be blown. Tybalt will keep it. Has now tried to get into the circle. Great stop by the Wave. Goes out now. Klingbeil to insert. Off the stick of a Cardinal, and Savino was fighting for it. Darien will grab possession. Great defensive plays there. One after another, and they'll get the ball back. Now looking for White. Whistle blown dead. Great job from, looks like Hannah Klingbeil, excuse me. Having trouble with that name so far.
I think you're doing all right, Klingbeil.
Bogdan high lift. Looking for Caroline White again. Getting a ton of targets so far, but the Cardinals will grab it right around midfield. That one hits off Stockdale. She'll go back to White. White gets pickpocketed. Liddell now. Going to the captain, Stockdale. Stockdale will give it to Liddell as there's one lifted over to White. Tried to work around Julia Litwada. A great stop. Is now the Cardinals. Oh, that one taken away. Great stop from Liddell.
Yeah, you notice both teams are trying to use aerials to kind of bypass the midfield. You know, it works pretty effectively, but both teams, you know, are pretty good at trapping those balls.
Fights for it right outside the circle. Whistle blown, as it'll be the first penalty corner of the day. Blue Wave will take one.
That was a red foot just inside the circle. Both teams right now, you know, Greenwich has been playing primarily on their right side, and Darien actually has been bringing the ball up primarily on their left side, so far away from where we're standing.
So Savino will insert the Amherst commit for field hockey. Sends it in to Blake Wilkes. Already has one goal on the day. Bach down low, right in front. Stopped and stopped again, and there's going to be Savino can't get it in. Now back out to Wilkes. Covered in red. As now Stockdale will keep it. Trying to work around Tibble, and she can't. Great stop as Tibble now gets around Meyer.
Greenwich will keep the ball here.
Great stop. They had it right on the goal line in front of Kelly Jansen, their keeper. But a great job getting out. There's now Klingbeil. Wilkes deflects it out. Do it again here. Klingbeil near side. Looked for Tybalt, couldn't find her. Now Wilkes on the near side. Covered by Julia Latwada. Now it tried to clear it out of the circle. Goes out. Allie Meyer, insert now for the Wave.
Yeah, it looks like Hannah Klingbeil just you know, cleared it out just to relieve some pressure off of the Greenwich defense.
Someone goes out again. So repeat Meyer will instead this time work back to her defensive captain Savino. Now Liddell, recent Wake Forest commit. Looking for number 8 Tori Stockdale on the very far side. Couldn't get her. Grades off the stick. Now Greenwich gives it right back up. Just past Kate Bach, but she and the Wave will keep it. Now works to the top of the circle. Fires it in. Now Brooke Liddell on the right side. Corner coming. Most likely Savino will take this one. Earlier this year, especially in that New Canaan game where Darien did win 3-1, there was corner after corner for Darien, and they had Ashley Stockdale mostly inserting those. So ever since the switch, they've been pretty successful on most of their penalty corners. Savino now to the captain, Stockdale. Over to Wilkes. Wilkes a shot. Saved. Great stop there.
Yeah, and that was, you know, the second slip left that we saw here by Darien.
That one far side. Saved from going out of bounds by Kate Donnellan. Oh, Tibble almost got a stick on it.
Nice speed from here from Kate Bogdan.
Great job getting around the Cardinals. Wilkes now on the right. Cardinals surrounding her. One of them, Julia Latwada, one of the class of 2026 top 100.
That's a little high, so bring the ball all the way up where the hit was taken.
It'll be Klingbeil right around the 30 marker. Tried to get it around Liddell, but couldn't. Now Stockdale, pass is intercepted. Tybalt tried to work around Meyer, but a great defensive stop gets it to Stockdale. Stick-to-stick contact. Ashley Stockdale will keep it. Of course, her sister is the other captain, Tori. Pass goes wide, intended for Tybalt. Allie Meyer, the senior. And Williams commit for field hockey. Gets it over to Liddell. Into the circle. Grades off a stick. Wilkes couldn't handle it.
That was a nice pass up from that right side.
So Greenwich looking to get some sort of offensive attack. Haven't seen one since early in this first quarter. Long pass. Litwada got all the way down there. Some contact. Now Darien will keep it. Brooke Liddell. Over to Wilkes. Loses it now. Meyer, a great defensive stop. Tybalt now. Right across, just wide. So a great stop from Allie Meyer. Set up that missed pass, that missed opportunity. Allie Meyer has been great all year defensively. Just getting the stick into places, disrupting plays. Darien will reset here. Meyer intended for Wilkes. And Klingbeil will send that one out.
Cleared all the way up, barely just goes out of bounds.
These teams meeting again in the FCIAC playoffs. Last year, they met in the quarterfinals where Darien did win. The whistle's going to be blown.
A little bit of physical play up at the 25-yard line. Greenwich will come up with the ball.
Back now, Caroline Babb, the captain. Over to midfield. Liv Community with it. Klingbeil cannot quite get her stick on that one. Goes out now, Meyer will have it. That'll do it for the end of quarter one. Your score, Darien 1, Greenwich 0. As we're going to take another look now at our FCIAC sponsors. So Blake Wilkes gets the wave on the board first. We'll be right back on the DAF Media Network after this. We're back here at Brien McMahon High School. Start of the second quarter in this FCIAC semifinals. The Cardinals will start with it. Taken away quickly, however. Kyle Liddell nabs that one, now over to Stockdale. White right around the 40. Desperation just to get it out of there. Goes right into the hands of Greenwich. There's now Meyer. Good stick handling to get it to Wilkes. Wilkes fighting for it.
Yeah, that was just a little back stick and just a deflection up high, so it's back to Darien here. And not 5 yards, so Darien gets the ball back. So on a free hit, you need to make sure that you're going to be 5 feet away from where the ball starts.
Meyer back to Kate Bogdan. Junior gets it over to Kyle Liddell. And that one's taken away. Great play from Denellen. Hard pass right through. It'll sneak out of the corner. Darien will have that one. So to get here, obviously both these teams needed to win in their quarterfinals as Greenwich beat Wilton 7-0 and Darien beat Fairfield, although 8-0 to advance to the semifinals. So 2 big wins, 2 high-scoring teams, as now we're in a 1-0 defensive battle so far here.
Yeah, and the score of those quarterfinal games kind of implies that you know, these other quarterfinal teams weren't very strong, but actually they're both very good teams. So it just shows you the strength of the offense on both sides.
Stockdale tried to get that one in to her sister. So now Liddell will pick it up. Free hit back to Savino. Tibble on her. Get it back over to Liddell. Through into the circle. Wilkes has it. Now sneaks down low. Caroline White tried to get a shot, but taken away.
And that's Kate Denellen.
So that one rolling down the Darien end. Bogdan will get there before Tibble can. Now far side with Stockdale working on Arroyo. As it'll be a free hit from the far side for Community, the captain. Also a lax player in the spring. The midfielder will send it out of bounds.
Right. So what happened on that was Greenwich actually won the free, but you know, you have to take it where it happens. Sometimes the umpire will double whistle and just have it restart.
Ashley Stockdale now gets it to the other captain, Wilkes. Soft backhand pass over to White. Now over to Bach, a ton of free space. Getting into the circle. Shot off the stick. What a save.
That was a great save.
Wow. Saving a goal is Kelly Jansen. Desperation save. Throws the stick out. Take another look at it on the instant replay. Holy cow, what a stop. It's not over yet, though. Penalty corner coming for the Wave. So great save to prevent a goal, but the penalty corner could hurt you. And when Darien wins, they do win big. A lot of 10-0 games. Had some versus Danbury, one versus Fairfield Ward, another versus Brien McMahon, team that plays at this field. Sabino will insert. One of 9 college commits for field hockey on this team. Wilkes at the top. Leaves it for Stockdale.
Looks like maybe just a little confusion there as to whose ball it was.
Stockdale didn't appear ready for that. Alawada smacks it, but goes right back to the Wave. Bach down low, hard shot, slapped away by Jansen. Now Wilkes right in the center, off her stick. Can't corral it now. Wilkes trying to work on Klingbeil. Clears it out. Great job from Klingbeil.
And it Looks like Clara Ojea Quintana has just subbed in up at forward.
Captain to captain, Stockdale to Wilkes. Wilkes tried to get it down low. Now Tybalt. Stockdale now takes it away. Great grab. Backing up into the circle. Tried to just get the ball out of there. She was smothered. As Greenwich will retain possession. Bernie Thomas will take it. Second-year varsity player. Right across to midfield. There's Arroyo now. Great shot from Meyer there to get it out. Sophia Klingbeil. Looking for Arroyo, but it goes to Savino. Caroline White on the far side. Looking for Bach. Greenwich takes it away, going deep into the Darien end. Now across the circle, kicked away. Great job from JJ Maher. There's another one out in front. And she scores! Number 16, it looked like Quintana with the goal. Things are even now, 1-1. Here's the replay off Maher, and just second effort is able to sneak it in. The sophomore first-year varsity player comes through huge for the Cardinals. And we are tied at 1 apiece with just under 8:30 to go in the second frame.
Clara Ojea Quintana.
So now a whole different game. Darien no longer sitting comfortably with the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we just saw an example of that that long through ball, and Greenwich trying to take advantage of their speed.
Their first possession inside that Darien circle in a while, and they were able to capitalize. I'm sure head coach Megan Fox is happy. Going back to what you said, Clara, about both these teams being extremely talented, you weren't lying. Greenwich 11-6 overall this year, and of course Darien did go undefeated, 16-0. Is now back. Darien will grab that one. Bogdan over to Meyer.
Yeah, I think a lot of what will come down to is just minimizing mistakes, because both teams can capitalize, you know, if you make, you know, a poor decision. And that was a little third-party obstruction, so Greenwich comes up with the ball.
Tybalt now down to the circle. Wide of the net, couldn't have counted anyways. No contact made inside the circle. Bogdan will free hit it from the top. And mistakes, like you said, are crucial. There's an aerial lift over to Liddell, but it's Wilkes who's going to grab that one. You know, there wasn't a single upset in the quarterfinals. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, the seeds in the semifinals. Greenwich now at midfield. Swooping in out of nowhere is Liddell. Take that one away now over to Bach. White was open. Couldn't quite save it before it goes out. Now Hannah Klingbeil, returning varsity player, will insert from the far side. Of course, sisters with Sophia Klingbeil. Far side now for the wave. Back to center. Seen a lot of this, just going back, playing conservative to Bogdan. Savino hustles up and grabs that one before Tybalt can. Stockdale now far side. Just past White, but she'll retain it. Stockdale working in. It's going to have to be a free hit back from where the foul is committed. Katie Savino now. It's taken away right in front of Stockdale. Savino fighting for it. Getting physical with Tybalt. There's a long through ball over to Allie Jansen, sister of the goalkeeper. But another great defensive stop from the Wave. Relentless pressure being applied defensively.
Yes, Kate Bogdan doing a really nice job here under pressure from the forward line.
Great from the Blue Wave to have. Great job from the Blue Wave to grab it. Is now Bach. Could not quite get it past number 12, Latwada.
She just clears it out.
Brooke Liddell, first-year varsity player, and also a lax player. Get it over to Meyer. Meyer smacks it down low, off a stick, right in front. Bach with a shot. Hits a Cardinal. As White had the rebound, shot was just wide left.
So it looks like the ball's going to be coming out there. Just hit her in the hand. So
Yeah, we'll get
that dangerous. It looks like.
Yeah, we'll get a substitution. It looked like it was Liv Community who jogs off. It appears Quintana will come back on.
And Caroline Babb looking to make a run straight up the middle.
As now White is wide open. Right into the circle. Wilkes and Bach were there, but none close enough to get a competitive shot.
And Bernie Thompson just one times it out of the circle.
Liddell now to Wilkes. Near side, great job from Thompson. Good play there from Arroyo, but Stockdale takes it right back. Stockdale now, right side, sends one in. And a sea of Cardinals. Trying to clear it is Latwada. Gets by 2, but cannot get past Allie Meyer. It's her job. Stay strong on defense. She's been doing it well all game. Savino can't get her stick on that one. He's going to head back, and they're going to regroup in the defensive end. Meyer now. Tybalt came up, ran real close.
Looks like Shannon Bach has come in at left back for Darien.
Shannon Bach, the freshman. Always interesting to see how freshman is going to work in high intensity varsity level. So that one just goes wide out of the end line. So the Cardinals will have it right around the 20 as both teams look to break this 1-1 tie. Greenwich has it. Liddell and Wilkes both on number 8 Klingbeil. She tries to get it to Tybalt but can't. Now Liddell. Back to Meyer. And again, they'll regroup.
Yeah, Darien doing a pretty good job in the backfield with those back 3 just to transfer and change the point of attack.
So Stockdale now looking for her sister. But a corner will be coming.
Yeah, so we were just talking about being 5 yards away on a free hit. When it's inside the 25, if the defensive team doesn't get 5 yards away on the start of that free hit, then the umpire can call a corner. So that's what happened right there. defense has to make it obvious that they're not actually playing the ball if they physically can't get away from it.
So Savino surveying her options now. She has White, Wilkes, and Stockdale in there. Both Stockdale sisters and Kate Bach will be running in. It's going to go to Wilkes first. Now to Bach. Bach sends one down low. Great stop. Kicked away. Savino tried to grab that one. Bach now down low again to Savino. And across again, diving down is Jansen.
Oh, and here's Stella.
Great stop from the Cardinals. My goodness, and that'll bring us to halftime. So great job by the Cardinals. Make sure the Blue Wave could not take the lead into half. So both teams will meet. They'll discuss it 1-1. Give you a recap so far. Blake Wilkes continues her tear of Greenwich. Scored one in the two-quarter game they had earlier this year in the 2-0 win the Blue Wave had. And now she strikes again in quarter one. But in quarter two, Clara Ojea Quintana, first-year varsity sophomore, was able to tie it up. So it's going to be Cardinals versus Wave when we get back from half on the DAF Media Network.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. Regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continuing to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community.
We're back here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Hello, everyone. Back again for the second half. I'm Owen Heffron, joined alongside Claire Ambrose, player for the U.S. Women's Masters Field Hockey Team. Great to be joined by you, Clara, as Bogdan gets that one underway. And tie game so far, 1-1. What does each team have to do to break this tie on each respective side? What do the Cardinals and what do the Wave have to do if they're looking to pull this one out?
Well, what's interesting, you know, even before scoring is both teams, the way they're pressing are very different in how they're outletting the ball. You know, Greenwich has been primarily playing forward from the back versus, you know, Darien tends to keep a player deep, and Kate Bogdan, and transfer the ball. I think both teams are going to have to do less dribbling because they're both pretty strong in the middle. Darien's been doing a very good job of clogging up the middle, and so those players who rely on that, you know, can't really get away with it as much.
We just saw it right there. Denellen looked to get in, but great stop there as Ella Cherenek now enters the game. Sophomore goalie for the Wave. Tess Hagany not playing. Word she is injured. So Ella Cherenek will be getting some time in net. Far side is Meyer looking for Wilkes. Do it again. Set goes back this time.
Here's that back pass and, you know, probably transfer.
Bogdan over to Bach. Gives it right up. Quintana now. Pass goes wide. Working in is Tybalt, however. Backhand shot across. Cherenek gets a pad on it. As it'll be the first penalty corner of the day for the Cardinals. Quintana will insert. She has a goal so far in this one. Jansen on the far side. Klingbeil also waiting. Latwada is there too. Gets it into Denellen.
Caroline Babb here looking for a pass.
Tybalt now swarmed in white. Tried to get one away.
Darien did a very good job there on defending that corner. Really difficult to get off any shot.
So another penalty corner incoming. Quintana, same structure here for the Cards. Denellen at the top. Pressure applied by Meyer. Now right in front. Up into the air, battle around and tipped in. Greenwich takes the lead. What a turn of events, 2 straight. We'll see it on the replay, see who was able to knock that one in. Looked like it was batted straight down by Emilia Arroyo, another member of the 2026 Top 100. So the sophomores coming through huge for Greenwich.
Greenwich takes the lead on a goal by Emilia Arroyo.
Well executed corner there.
The Darien bench pretty silent after that one. As now they're going to have to get some offensive pressure. But now Tybalt, lots of green ahead. Works into the middle. Bach is able to break it up. Now to Caroline White. Pass was looking for Ashley Stockdale. As now it's the Duke commit taking it. Works around 2. Stockdale right on the end line. Fighting for it, but can't grab it. Cleared out.
Ashley with a great combination of speed and skill. It's very difficult to defend.
Lawada did a great job of just putting out the fire, slamming the door. As now Darien is forced to reset. Now inserted, Savino gets a stick on the ball, intended for Jansen. Meyer pokes it right towards her own bench.
You see some renewed energy here from Greenwich, just taking those free hits a lot more quickly.
Lead against this Blue Wave team, Greenwich knows is pretty rare, and they're going to have to work really hard to hold on to. Darien outscoring their opponents 93-9 so far this year. Not even 10 goals allowed. They've let up 2 today. Tybalt now right through. Into the circle. Quintana again. Great job to get a stick on it. Was Shannon Bach, the freshman.
Just a little dangerous there. Some ball's going to be coming out for Darien.
Perhaps could have been goal saving Had Bach not gotten her stick down there. Liddell over on the far side. 2 Cardinals around her. Wilkes far side, can't quite get it to one of her teammates. Just over 9 minutes left.
In Greenwich here, not pressing super high. They're just kind of holding the space, almost like a 3/4 press.
Bogdan now over to the middle. Great pressure from Tybalt. Shown hustle all game so far. Be a whistle. Savino. Take it from where Liddell kind of got landed on.
A little physical between those two.
Strong pass hit out of bounds. These two teams know each other very well historically. In Greenwich, 2-1 lead right now, hoping they can pull it out. They've only won 1 of the last 15 matches against this Blue Wave team. As there's one into the circle, off the pads of Jansen, diving out, slaps it away with the stick. What a great job by the Hamilton commit.
So there's
As
some great
Bach now
composure there.
Bach now into the center, kicked away by Kelly Jansen. As penalty corner issued now for the Wave.
Darien doing a nice job of grabbing those rebounds and then just putting pressure right away back onto the Greenwich defense. But Kelly Jansen, you just see her experience, you know, going down and doing that stick save.
Darien taking a bit longer than usual to discuss their strategy, looking to tie it to a piece. Darien ranked #1 in the coaches poll before the start of the season as Savino inserts. Wilkes at the top. Now to Stockdale. Down back to Wilkes. Bach will take it. Backhand shot from Bach up into the air. An attempted play from Savino to go over her head and hit it in.
Another corner.
But a corner will be issued as the Blue Wave was jogging away.
Yeah, the umpire was holding his whistle, which would have been an advantage for Darien to see if they could get off that shot.
You see Blue Wave in their huddle, in the white jerseys on the right side of your screen.
And they did change up the corner that last time. Let's see what goes on.
Savino will still insert. Wilkes tried to get to Stockdale off her stick. Wilkes working inside. Wilkes dribbles around, shot saved. Falling on top is Jansen. Ball still in the circle, is able to clear it out. Tybalt now. Looked to be the same strategy as last time. Wilkes to Stockdale back inside. Wilkes couldn't quite get the ball clean off her stick. Great job by Kelly Jansen, all FCIAC honorable mention last year, to fall on top, as Liddell's going to get it right back. Her and her twin sister both recently committed to Wake Forest. Wilkes, captain to captain, goes to Stockdale.
And there's Ashley taking that free hit quickly. See if someone can get there.
Talked about her speed a lot. Now maybe working a little too fast is Bernie Thompson.
Yeah, so the ball's coming out. So even though they took the free hit really quickly on Darien's side, they need to also travel 5 yards with the ball before they can push it into the circle. So it just wasn't quite 5 yards. They can also pass 5 yards.
Savino, the captain.
Nice
Stockdale near
pass.
side. Hard pass through ball, can't quite hit her sister.
And that was a great look. Just really dangerous pass, diagonal pass, right towards the top of the circle.
Missed chance. Tori Stockdale, all FCIAC honorable mention, looking for her sister, class of 2024, top 50. Tori now to Caroline White. Looking for Stockdale, couldn't get it. Liddell surveying her options, quickly hits it. Great job getting the stick down. Stockdale keep working inside. Bouncing ball into the circle. Wilkes can't grab it. See a little bit of the frustration. As now it'll be Bach right around that 25 marker. Finds Liddell right in front. Liddell threw into the circle. White is there. Penalty corner coming. Blue Wave looking, had 2 chances a couple minutes ago, couldn't capitalize. 3:30 left now in the third quarter. Again, the Blue Wave huddle. Tori Stockdale off to the side, seems to know her job.
Let's see what Darien's going to do here. Again, you know, Kelly Jansen's very good at taking those initial shots. Let's see what goes on with. Let's see, Katie Savino still inserting.
Savino, yeah, will insert. Wonder if Mo Minikis was able to talk to her team at half, talk about these corners. Wilkes to Bach this time. As Thompson comes in, he's able to get it away. Wilkes now poking around for it. Another one. Corner is coming. Talk about it again. Savino coming from the left side of the goal so far on all of her corners. Goes to Stockdale this time. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes shot off the stick.
Again, good save by Kelly.
Incredible save from Kelly Jansen. Take another look at it right now. Slow it down right off the stick and bounds out of bounds. Kelly Jansen's 3rd year starting in goal for Greenwich. Shows why right there. Bach now racing for it on the far side. Gives it to her sister. Free hit will be brought back and taken. Savino right around midfield. Hit it over to the freshman. Hits off the stick of Brooke Liddell. Now the Cardinals take it away. Well, possession lost quickly now. Look to be green ahead. Whistle blown. Now Bach will lift it. Slap down.
Sophia Klingbeil looks like has it again. She's been having a very nice game today. Over on that left side.
And the junior, 2nd year on this varsity squad. She'll most likely be here next year for the Cardinals. As this team looks really good. Hopefully making a strong push to come back here in the FCIAC playoffs. As now Donnellon working in, but Stockdale taken, just clear it way out. Racing for it is number 6, Hannah Klingbeil. Klingbeil over to Latwada. Stockdale and White in the area. Stockdale letting nothing past. But that'll do it for the end of 3. So the tie is broken. Another sophomore, Emily Arroyo, for the Cardinals, puts one in the back of the net, taking advantage of Ella Cheranek in goal. And now before we head into break, we'll take one last look at our FCIAC sponsors. And again, we're going to thank all of them for the support. And you've been watching us on the DAF Media Network. Can Darien tie this game? Will Greenwich hold on and win? We'll see coming up next. Back here at the home of the Senators, Brien McMahon High School. Fourth frame underway as Blake Wilkes takes it away early for the Wave. Good stop there. Number 12, Latwada. Darien, if they win this, they're headed to the finals, but so far, Greenwich playing with a lot more enthusiasm, a lot more effort. Reason why they have the 2-1 win. As Denellen fired one in. She was outside the circle, however. Chernak says she didn't touch it. So it won't be a goal.
Yeah, that ball's coming out.
Risky play there as there's another one. Sails wide.
And Kate Denellen really, just sending a lot of those long balls. She's typically known for her speed, but she's been doing a lot to send those up to those forwards.
Greenwich looking to destroy the Blue Waves' chances at a 6-peat in the FCIAC win. They've won it 5 straight years in a row. 15 now all-time for them. And coming off FCIAC and state championships last year, this is not how Darien wants to go out in the semis. Especially with a team as dominant as this with 9 college commits. And a lot of seniority. As now the card's working in. Tibble getting slammed by the Wave.
Yeah, I think you can't underestimate Greenwich. They've been these last few games just playing really well, very strong, and putting it in the net.
Yeah, they beat Wilton 7-0 to get here. They blanked them, and when Darien played Wilton on the 4th of October, about a month ago, they only won 2-1. So it shows, every game is different, but definitely could mean something. As now Blake Wilkes intercepts one. Bach trying to not let Arroyo pass. But now it's number 5, Jansen.
It's this foot race. Darien certainly has had a lot of chances on corners. If they can capitalize on some of those, you could easily see a shift.
Far side. Past the stick, looking for Bach. Greenwich now working in. Tybalt. 2 wave defenders on her. Savino gets the stick down. Great defensive play from Katie Savino. Wilkes now is trying to fight with Sophia Klingbeil for it. Gets past Savino. Good play there to get it to Stockdale. Now Klingbeil again. Cards intercepted, now working in midfield.
Caroline Babb just maybe one touch a little bit too much, and stopped by Darien in the middle.
Yeah, Savino was there, was able to get it to Stockdale quickly. Is now Caroline White. Gets around a couple Cardinals. Good look here for Darien. They can keep the possession, which they do. Stockdale hard hit into the middle. In the circle now. Wilkes was working around, now over to Bach. High hit and wide right.
Wide.
So a close miss there. With 10:30 left. Darien hoping they'll get a couple more just like that. Try to get one to force overtime, maybe even get 2 in these 10 minutes to win. As they'll get it back now in the offensive end. Wilkes far right side, slaps across to the middle. Missed a few of them there. We'll go with Greenwich.
Where Greenwich goes, taking it quickly.
Stockdale now fighting for it.
Held whistle, that was Ashley's ball still.
A lot of physical play like you've been talking about.
A lot of hitting too.
Thina Ogle has checked in the freshman for the Wave here in this final frame. There's now the Wave are looking for an offensive attack, but it goes out the back of the end line.
Yeah, just off of the stick of Greenwich, so it'll be a Darien ball up at the 25.
Bach wastes no time getting it to Stockdale. Attempts a backhand shot. Quintana now back to Stockdale.
So that's a third-party obstruction, so it's similar to setting a pick in basketball. In field hockey, it's illegal.
Stockdale, slow roller in. Easy for the Cardinals to intercept. Greenwich will pounce on the ball. No one was going for it. That one's bouncing past Bach, but her sister will grab it. Tybalt working inside. Good job by Bogdan to get it out. Now Stockdale to Wilkes. One times it over to Kate Bach. Fighting for it is Wilkes. Great job of staying with it.
Darien just working really hard for every yard up there on the right side.
They want to win this game. Shot of a doubt as we see in the back. It appears that Staples is arriving ready for their game. It's going to be here on the DAF Media Network at 7. So stay tuned if you are interested. As now with under 8 minutes left, Cardinals will take it. Again, you're watching on the DAF Media Network. Cardinals leading 2-1 over the Wave. Cardinals on the left side of your screen in their red uniforms and Darien in their white. Stockdale maneuvers around a couple. Great handling. Some stick contact. Pours a whistle. Ashley puts one into the circle. Hits off a Darien player, and well, they'll say
yeah, looks like a long hit here again. Probably, I think it just deflected off of a red stick.
So it looks like a timeout will be called. So discussing the game plans here. And Clara, Darien not expecting to be losing in this situation coming in. Number 1 seed versus the 4 seed. If you're Momenicus, what are you telling your team right now in this huddle?
You know, I think she's probably telling them to, you know, eliminate some of those mistakes, get those shots off a little bit earlier, you know, and really just put it all out there. They can't have a tie, so someone's got to win this game.
Under 7 minutes left. We'll be right back in the DAF Media Network once they break this huddle. Both teams retaking their respective positions on the field. It's been a great game so far. It'll be a free hit from Stockdale. Over to Shannon Bach, the freshman looking for some varsity time. Trying to work around in the end. Near the end line, gets nabbed as Tybalt tries to get around Stockdale and Bach. Wilkes picks it up right back. We see the speed now. Greenwich working all the way down. That was number 3, Caroline Babb, the captain. Traveled lengths or a lot of the field, all FCIAC West team last year. She was senior captain.
Just hit a little foot there, and but Darien's able to get it back here.
That was intended for Bach, but now poked away from Stockdale. Good defensive play. Forward showing off in the defensive end. Tori Stockdale. Great play. Arroyo has a goal in this one and showing off on the other side. Savino tells Bach she's got it. So Ogle can't quite grab that one, but a great job of getting it right back. Now Bach gives it up down low. Ledwada's there for Greenwich.
Just outside the circle. So Darien's going to have a chance.
Right here, deep in the offensive zone. Slaps it in off a stick. Places it back down. Stockdale working in. Gets around one. Loses her stick. Is now just cleared out over to Bogdan.
Yeah, smart. They, you know, Kate Bogdan just hanging out really low, just in case any of those clearing balls come through. She can just restart the offense.
Doing it all game. Old Reliable for the Wave is now a threat from Bach. As now Stockdale goes in. Shot is off.
Held whistle and
Perhaps the biggest corner of the night for the Darien Blue Wave. Crowd on the edge of their seats here. Savino. Familiar formation. Wilkes, Stockdale sisters, Bach are all waiting from the left side. Off Stockdale's stick. Can't corral it. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes will go in. Backhand shot down low. She scores! Blake Wilkes scores and ties it with 3:33 left in the final quarter. Are you kidding me? Her second one of the game. The captain delivers.
that was just a great reverse hit. Nice and flat, far post.
The Cornell field hockey commit puts some energy into this Darien High School team. Backhand shot from Wilkes is powerful. We saw it in our game winner at Staples. And yet another two-goal game for number 23, the captain. Here on DAF Media Network, she scored twice versus New Canaan and twice versus Norwalk. So just an offensive powerhouse. As now we break the 3-minute mark. Freshman Bach on the far side. Shinabach looking for the other freshman, Athena Ogle. Is now will lift it to Ogle. Can't get around Thompson. Experience showing out. Stockdale has it around to Nellen. Down in to Wilkes, now Bach. Bach now across to Wilkes. Wilkes working around. Wilkes a shot high and she scores again. Are you kidding me? A hat trick for Blake Wilkes.
Another incredible shot high, right in the top of the net.
A minute and 22 seconds after she scores, she does it again, ladies and gentlemen. What a shot from Blake Wilkes. This Greenwich bench is stunned. Wow. She scored in the FCIAC finals, or the FCIAC semifinals, excuse me, last year versus New Canaan. Now does it 3 times in her senior year. It's her 4th year on this squad. Shows why she's been a valuable member ever since being a freshman. Now Greenwich applying some pressure. Hannah Klingbeil. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes chips it over, but it'll stay with Greenwich.
A little backstick there.
Now Denellen will have it. Near side, strong pass in, right into the circle. Arroyo's there trying to grab it.
And Greenwich with a corner.
It's not over yet. Time ticking down, under 1 minute and 15 seconds left.
You know, Kate Denellen again with that that crossing pass. She just recently committed to Duke as well, so she and Ashley will both be going to Duke.
Yeah, a couple commits for this Greenwich squad. Kelly Jansen, the goalie, headed to Hamilton, and her sister headed to Trinity. So this corner is going to test Darien defense, and of course, sophomore goalie Ella Cherenek. Inserts to Lewada, and the defense comes up strong for the Wave. Now to Denellen. She'll keep it, trying to work around. Another one.
And again, that's where we talked about not being 5 yards, and you know, Greenwich uses that to their advantage, and they get another corner.
It's going to be Clara Ojia Quintana on the insert. We've been seeing her insert a lot so far. Darien forwards can only hope that their defense comes up big.
So at this point, you're going to push everyone up on offense for Greenwich because time will run out.
No time left on the clock. Now over to number 8, down low, kick save, and it's out. And Darien will go on to face the winner of Ridgefield and Staples in the FCIAC finals. 3-2 the final. Take a look at the final shot again. Sophia Klingbeil kicked away by Ella Cheranek, the sophomore goalie, getting some time on varsity for the first ever time. Comes up strong in the final minutes. Of course, what a game. Greenwich 2-1 lead for a while. And now we'll take, and now we'll look again at our FCIAC sponsors right before this game ends. Clara, Blake Wilkes, a hat trick, 2 goals in under a minute and 30 seconds. Like, what do you think about her performance today?
I mean, as far as, you know, finishing, I would say it was just a highlight reel, just an amazing reverse hit, you know, nice and flat, and then that last goal, just top corner, you know, truly effective. What a way to end your senior year. Yeah.
So Darien will play, like we said, the winner of the 2 and 3 seed Ridgefield at Staples at Wilton High School on Friday. What a game from Blake Wilkes. What a game from both sides on Greenwich and Darien. And I'd like to take a moment to thank this whole DAF Media crew: Dalton Moss on graphics, Leon Chen, Lucas Balanzano on camera, James Ozane instant replay, Timmy Schoenrock directing, and Damian Andrew, of course, overseeing this whole operation here at Brien McMahon High School. What a win. Darien 3-2 the final again. Saying goodbye. Joined alongside Clara Ambrose. I'm Owen Heffron. Right here on DAF Media Network at 7 will be Ridgefield versus Staples. So you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back shortly. Have a great rest of your night.